Hello friends, so I am catching up on my previous video, and as we discussed in that, so I have moved our previous project, which was using Maven build system, to use Gradle system. I showed one quick demo. We developed one small app, Hello World app basically. So our next goal was obviously to move our Maven existing project, the custom metadata loader, this one. We have to be very careful when we are migrating these changes. So because means we should do these build system changes in the very beginning, means because we are at the very beginning, our initial app has been released, so we can easily do that. So there are projects out there, some enterprise level projects, some complex projects, and they are not able to move even to Maven. They are not using even Ant, because their application is so complex that Ant needs its own directory structure, Maven needs its own directory structure, Maven needs pom.xml, Ant needs something else, and Gradle is there, so it also has its own directory structure. So many things are there. So if you want to go with the framework, you have to go in the very beginning, and that's the decision. If we do that, if we take that very early, so we would be off trouble always. So we have been building this custom metadata loader for around a week, I guess, for now. It was not that late to move to the new build system, so that has been done. So these all other files are for today's topic, which I will come over in a bit. So this is our custom metadata loader, our old project. So it uses Gradle system now. You can see that green color symbol is there. So our app, this is, I will talk later in a bit. So let me just quickly go to it and then run the app, right? So means this is our app, the directory structure. It uses Gradle file. So what I have to cover here, nothing but just this one, because in place of pom.xml we are using build.gradle. So I will explain that. That's the only thing needs to be explained, and then we will go for the demo. Okay, so if you have already seen my previous video, so you would be familiar with this, this is Groovy script. The Gradle build system uses Groovy script, and then our main class is over here, and then here we are managing the dependencies. In first video, we had three or four dependencies, three for Salesforce APIs. We had three dependencies: the metadata API, the partner, and web service connector. So these are the things, right? And then we also had one more jar, but I guess I didn't cover that. When I'm importing one CSV file, I'm not parsing that and doing split comma or something like that. I'm using this library. When a library is already there, why we should write our own logic? It makes more sense to use the library. So we have OpenCSV library also. So this is how we manage the dependencies. And when we add it over there, so this dependencies folder, when we right click over there, we will get the download source thing also. So that will, you saw that towards bottom here, if you look carefully, so now it's not coming, but it came, maybe if you can go back to the video few seconds, you will see that. So that came for just 1 second or half a second. But if you configure this dependency this way for the first time, it will take some time and it will actually download them. And it will place it in Gradle directory, which is not shown here. It would be an internal directory. So it will have all the jars necessary. Probably it's housing those jars in the Maven repository also, Maven local build, because Gradle, it uses a Maven repository, I guess, because when I found the project, when I navigated, I couldn't find the jar, but when I built that, I found the jar. I will show you that in a minute. So here also in the repository, it uses Maven Central. Maybe it's fetching the jars from Maven repository only. And this is nothing but this is just configuration. This is just a way to represent the jars. That's all. Java jar is written, these are just build system. They are not programming languages. They are not altering jars or the initial library source code in any way. They are just there to facilitate the downloading of our software or the libraries. So you see that's pom.xml. If you have seen, just compare that to this one and how thin it is and how fast it is. So that's what I like about Gradle. So that much means this is our configuration, and the source folder is over here. We have the same source, no changes in that, and I am updating the GitHub repository also continuously. You will find that there is no change there. Okay, so time for the demo. So because our functionality is done, so we will create the exe this time. Gradle. Let's first run the server first. So Gradle is running. Gradle task. So we will see our launch4j task. It's over here. So let's Gradle create exe. So I did that quickly because we didn't change the source code much. It had to do that. Build and then launch4j and library. See, this is what I'm talking about. Previously it wouldn't be there, and when you do this task or a build, it will come. So here are all the libraries. You see post.com, metadata, partner, web service connector, and also OpenCSV is also there. Everything is there, and this is our exe file, our good old exe file. So since we are here, let's test that one. If we can, still if we are able to populate this field. So I guess I have the Excel sheet also open. I will save it if I made any changes. Yes, I want to save. So I was talking about the login flow. So that's there. So if I go for the select file, I am not logged in, so it will ask me to log in. So this flow I have added, and also this screen needs to be little bit centered. It's a little bit off towards left. So we will log in. So here is our name. So of course that thing I mentioned in the previous video also. Netbeans, and then our file, and because it's standalone exe file, so we will not have any sort of debug log. So I will have one success message to show over here, but for now we have to wait for this the color to fade of the upload button. Now color is dark, now it is faded. It means that maybe it's an error or maybe it's success, but we are not knowing that. I will add that feedback thing. I guess it's done. I guess it should be added because I have run this a couple of times, so it shouldn't be any surprise that it won't be added. So the data is there, perfect. We don't need this record, so this is just for demo. And so that means our integration is successful. Means we have successfully moved it to Gradle build system from Maven. And I have also updated the GitHub repo. So jump ahead, guys, fork that repo and compile and then run this thing. You already know the command how to run the exe. Right now I am supporting developer org only, but very soon enough we will support sandboxes and custom URLs also. And the developer org URL is hard coded in the, I guess, custom metadata util. I guess I have named it metadata. Should be metadata. So we will refactor that also. I will tell you, this is a good opportunity to tell how we do the refactoring. So go to refactor and then rename. So this will come and metadata refactor. So wherever that file is linked, it will automatically change that, and we will not get any errors. So our app would run very smooth, and we will not get any errors here. You see, that's all. I guess I didn't save it, so I guess now I have saved that. Okay. So this color has turned green, if you can see over here, because we are tracking the source control through GitHub. So that's why we have that. So this is our my repository. Let me open up that. Okay. I should bookmark that URL so that it's easy to open that. So this is our repository, and I have added some copyright statements here because we are making one open source software. So we should protect our work, because we are not creating any hello world app. We are literally creating one kind of an app which actually can connect to Salesforce and update its data. And this is standalone tool. So, and we will have more feature, and today's topic I will cover shortly. And when I say that, you will definitely want to protect the things which you are building. And also this is the open source ecosystem, and you should always have this licensing so that you go in a process oriented way, a professional way. So this is the thing. And as we have moved our refactored our code, so let's push the changes. Git add, git ls files. Let's see which files we are tracking. Okay, perfect. Source code only, and the settings file. Git commit updated metadata util.java file name. Git push you upstream origin master. So it will push our local changes to the remote repository. So that's how we make changes. So that now it is available to all the developers who want to fork this repo or clone this repo. So that would be available here. 23 seconds ago, if I go here, so this is the thing. Partner, this is our custom metadata util. This is updated, and that was referenced inside this metadata loader. So after refactor, that is also updated. So perfect. So this thing. So what I was talking about is the login, why we are supporting the developer org only. So I have hard coded this URL here. So for now, this is supporting developer org only, but soon we will configure that. We'll have a kind of a checkbox, something like that, radio button, something like that, to distinguish between means the type of environment we are working, or maybe we'll have a drop down or something. So that's our migration from Maven to Gradle. Now I will jump into today's topic. It took a long time, but I had to explain this also. So that's why it had to take some time, so that I wouldn't want to confuse anyone what's going on, and I would want everyone to be means perfect what's going on, and which build system we are using, and how we are moving, and everything. Okay, so I will close this off, and then I will collapse this also, and this also we don't. So our new UI framework we are going to use is JavaFX. Our current UI is fine. It's okay, but it looks very old, traditional kind of UI. So that's why we are moving to a new UI framework called JavaFX. So let me launch that app, and I will show you how it looks like. So this is our new UI. All these buttons, they are neat, and also this app is also looks like a default Windows application. There is no coffee cup icon is still there, but still, if you can see over this this header, so it looks like a default Windows kind of app. Let me just add some component over there. So what is this? This is what is called means first let me talk about JavaFX, and then I will come to that. So JavaFX framework, it uses Java only, and we also again have a class which has a main function, main method, but it has something called a view layer, which is which has an extension fxml. So that is the JavaFX part, and each view layer would have its controller, so they would be connected to each other by this way. So this is what fxml looks like, because it's an XML, so this is our XML way. So it looks, I think, more like JSP page. In JSP also these things are there, I guess. I have not used JSP for several years now. And then we have our controller over here, fx document controller, which is this one. So that's how they are tied together. And then this is our main class. So this has extended this application. This is an abstract class which is here. So it has this methods, which now this one is overriding that, and this one is just calling that method basically. So these are the command line arguments. So whenever this application, when some command line arguments are passed, so the application then knows what documents, what fxml files are there, which controllers are there, and then it launches the app. So in order to work with this, are we going to use XML? No way. This is Miss Arcane. We left pom.xml Maven and we chose Gradle for a reason, so that we do not have to go back to the XML world again. Now again this XML. So the solution is we use something called Scene Builder. So previously Java used to have a Scene Builder in its JDK, but soon right now they are not shipping that. So there is a complete so they have a product called Gluon. So Gluon has created this tool, so they have this way that we can just something like in a drag and drop fashion we can update the fxml files. So this is how it looks like in the UI layer. So if I add some button or maybe checkbox or app menu or something, let's add this one, our avatar means we can have a photo or something like that. So if I save it and then if I go back to Netbeans, so this is our avatar that is added here, and if I run this, so let's see what comes. So this is our avatar. So here we can have the photo. So maybe instead of our name, we can have the photo there when we go for the custom metadata loader. So all these things are there, and let me add one more component. So because this is very, it's not very much to see. There are many containers over here, and so many stuffs are there. So shapes, charts. Let's have one pie chart. This is not visible. I think there is no static data inside. Let's add something, bubble chart maybe. This looks good. It's hiding, it's taken all the spaces of our button. So let's just pull it this much. I think that's okay. Now if I run this, so you would clearly notice the difference between our old UI and this new UI. So see how clean it looks. So it looks exactly like a Windows app, not like some traditional Java kind of a vanilla ice cream type of app. So that's why in our future build we would be using FX, JavaFX, and our UI would be moving to this framework. So that's all guys, and I already covered that each UI component is hooked to the controller. That's how we will be able to fetch the input from the user and over here. And then finally our launcher is over here. So what's going to happen is this would be our main file, and all our stuff means in our existing app we have two screens, one for login and one for importing data. So most probably we will be having two fxml files and two controllers. That's how we will deal with that. So I will have to again refactor my Gradle build and put these things into JavaFX framework, and at the same time this JavaFX framework has to be running on top of Gradle build system. So I have not figured it out how I would do that, but I guess in NetBeans I will create one project like this, means a new project, and then Gradle and Gradle project, this one, because we are not using sub modules. We are Gradle has this benefit that it can have many modules. If I add root, I can add many sub modules. So because our project is single one, so we will create one Gradle project, and inside that I will add these JavaFX things. Probably I will have separate folders because we have two screens, so I will have two separate packages. So one for login and one for the main window. So that's how we are going to integrate these changes. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you are finding this video useful, and we are really diving into the cutting edge technology, and we have taken way means beyond than doing some hello world stuff. Even though we do not know anything, I do not know anything. I left working with Java around some 3-4 years ago, and since then I do not know much, but still, to make our life easier, we are putting in new technologies every day, and at the end we will have something. By now you would have got a hint that how our app is going to look. Means it would look drastically different from the data loader. Who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe we will build something that means people will use our app instead of Salesforce data loader. Who knows? We will see to that. We will look that when it happens. But for now, we will keep building it. First, our goal is to complete the custom metadata loader, smooth thing, complete one package, and then maybe we will go for other things also, like custom object and all that stuff. We'll see how it goes. So that's all, guys. That's all I have. If you are interested in all these things, I encourage you to fork the repo and compile and run it. And if you face any difficulties and if you want to ask any questions, you can always ask in the comment section, and spread this knowledge with your friends and colleagues. Subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos, and to receive the notification, you would see that at the YouTube channel there is a subscribe button and there is a bell icon. So if you click that, you will see notification in your app. So these are the things, and thanks for giving time. Have a good day. Bye bye.